What's up, guys? And I want to do a real quick movie review of Child's Play 2019. Uh, man, this was kind of a big one for me, man. Grew up in the 80s and the 90s, so I definitely grew up in the Chucky era. Big Chucky fan, especially of the first three Child's Play movies. Um, uh, Bride of Chucky was okay. Seed of Chucky was terrible. The last two that they made, Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky, were really good. I thought it was a good comeback for the series. Now, I didn't know about this movie until recently, until I was in my local theater and they had the poster up, and I was like, damn, they coming out with a new Child's Play? It's probably about like a month ago. And I was feeling a little squeamish about it because, for one reason, I saw that Mark Hamill was the voice of Chucky. Now, Mark Hamill, as a lot of you probably know, is the voice of the Joker in the animated series of Batman, and has been for a long time. And he is excellent at that, But I was thinking, the voice of the Joker is the voice of Chucky, And I thought that might not go off so well, Let me say that, I recommend this movie, man. This movie was good. I will buy this movie when I can on digital. It did not disappoint. Now, there were times in the movie at the beginning. There were things that were happening, things that were being said. I was like, oh, is it gonna be corny? It's kind of going in the bad direction, but it all ultimately ended in a good place, man. There are a lot of things about this movie that's different from the original Child's Play. The only similar things are, the boy's name is Andy. There is a cop, like there was a cop in the first one. But I think that might be about it, as far as what Chucky is completely different. How Chucky came about is completely different. It's just kind of a completely different spin story, Hell, the boy who plays Andy is an older boy, he's seemingly near a teenager, he's not, a little 4-year-old or whatever like the original Andy was, but it was very interesting and very well done, the story and what they did with Chucky. I might have to, tell you guys, if you don't want to be spoiled, maybe you need to turn away, because I want to talk about, what I felt about the movie and what they did with Chucky. But, having given the spoiler alert, let me say, man, they did a great job of humanizing Chucky. That's the way I'm gonna put it. No, Chucky was not a possessed doll. He was not. There was not a human in him. He was really a doll. He was really a programmed doll without restrictions on things that he could say and do. And I won't say how that happened. I guess you have to see it for yourself. I won't give that part away, but it was interesting that Chucky, I would call, I'm gonna call him a smart doll. That's the best way to put it. And they did such a good job with the, modern technology and the modern ways of things incorporating into what Chucky is, and they just did a good job of humanizing him and him having feelings as a doll and how he felt about Andy. Sorry for this. I got my light is blinking, but they did a good job at his feelings on Andy and him having actual feelings. And hell, there were times that was kind of emotional. I mean, not that I was on the verge of tears or anything, but just the emotion that that Chucky felt for Andy and wanting his friendship and wanting to play with him and that was very, very well done, instead of doing the whole possessed thing, like a Charles Lee Ray situation. So I tip my cap to them, man, and how they did that. The emotion of Chucky in this movie. you know but I mean, well done. The way Chucky could control things, almost like a Google Home device, similar to how you can have a device like that control other devices. Chucky had that type of power in 2019 to control devices and record and play back, and it was very interesting, very well done, man. A very nice take on Child's Play in 2019. So, if anybody wants to see the movie, I recommend it, man. Go see it. Hell, I will see it again at some point. I don't know if I'll see it again at the theater. I had to go out of town to see it, but I will be buying it and adding it to my collection, and I recommend it to anybody who wants to see it. I would have to say, probably an A. There were times things that were happening. I was like, ooh, but it all ultimately ended in the right place, man. And they did a good job. Well done. So, I think that's it, man. They did not let down the franchise. I thought job well done, man. Hell, definitely better than Seed of Chucky. That's the worst Chucky movie they ever made, man. Bride of Chucky was okay. It wasn't the greatest, but it was. Chucky had been gone for a long time, and as a high schooler, I remember it was good to see Chucky back. It wasn't the best movie, but it was okay. It was all right. This movie, I say, was better than that movie and Seed of Chucky. So, if you want to kind of compare it with the other Chucky movies. So, I think that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, you can ask. Yeah, if you're into Chucky, if you're curious in Child's Play, go check it out. And you guys could let me know what you thought about the movie. Thanks for watching.